All right, questions about what I have been calling the Drea 7. Um, there's just the 7 tickers that I like the most outside of the Mag 7, right? We all know the Mag 7 tickers, right? And then the ones that I like pretty much right under that, um, are what I call the Drea 7. So that would be AMD, Affirm, Costco, Hood, Palantir, AVGO, and SMCI. Um, these are just big moving tickers right now. A lot of liquid, a lot of movement, and I really enjoy them. Costco is kind of on and off in terms of big movement, but it's a brilliant ticket to trade if you can afford it. So I do like to trade Costco. Um, that's the gist of the reason why those are like my top 7. I do switch out every now and then, maybe two or three extras. I do like Carvana, I do like Adobe. Um, the rest of them, it's like if the setup is good. I've been keeping my eye on Oklo and TEM. I may, an app. So Oklo, TEM, and app. Let me do it like this. Um, these three tickers are something that I'm considering spending more time with. I just don't know them enough. Obviously, people are making hella money with them. But in terms of specifically like what I'm calling the Drea 7, it's just these. AMD. It's really tickers that you can't ignore, right? Like you can't be ignoring AMD, Robinhood, Palantir, um, SMCI. You can live with ignoring Costco if you want to. Like that's fine. It is pricey. Sometimes it's spready. Cool, cool, cool. I personally don't want to live without a firm. In terms of where I think it's going, where this buy now pay later situation, the projections on it, things like that. And when you look at things, um, I got into a firm in the 20s, I want to say, but when you look at things like this, right, it has nothing but upside, right? Relatively new company, like a firm has strength, right? And then you can look at the sector. I know Sezzle's in that sector, Kalana, things like that. But I want to be trading things with a lot of strength like this. Um, when I zoom out, obviously it had a rough week. I'm just not concerned about it. I mean, I think it'll be at $100 by the end of the year. Um, and then obviously you have things like Hood that it's just like this is insane movement, right? We're just breaking highs every single week, right? Because when we were here, we are at all time highs. And then when we were here, we are at all time highs, and so on and so on and so on. And so um, that's why I'm focusing on these things. So you also have SMCI, right? And if you look, it is consolidating, but it can move like this, right? Boom. So things that are liquid, things that are moving, relatively inexpensive in terms of weekly contracts. Again, relatively, and they have space up, um, is what I like. Palantir's at the highs, I believe. Yeah. So that's why I'm trading them. Those are the ones that I like the most. And then again, things like Carvana. The reason why Carvana's not on the 7 list is because it is expensive and it's spready. And frankly, it's a pain in the ass to hold. It can kind of shake you out really quickly. The look of this is actually quite beautiful. Maybe some downward movement, but we'll have to see. Regardless, that's the Drea 7. Just wanted to answer that question, what they are, why I like them. I want to trade stocks that people are talking about that have a lot of liquidity, that have a lot of excitement, and those are the ones. And then obviously, like you just can't ignore AMD. Like you'd be insane to ignore AMD. And if you really zoom out, this bad boy, after it flipped the year, going back to these highs, 228. That's where I want to be on AMD. So there is that. Maybe we'll have some corrective activity. I'm pretty sure I'm swinging AMD over the weekend. But yeah, that's the Drea 7. That's what I like.